Just 3 days after the return of Lil Nester on the Spirit Halloween website, Bloody Bag of Jokes stock video and stock photos have been uploaded, and I have a lot to say about them.
Say, how about getting me a drink? I get really thirsty just hanging around like this. How about a Bloody Mary with a long, long, twisty straw?
For everything scary, I'm GMHaunts, and that is right, you just heard me correctly. 3 days after we saw the return of Lil Nester on the Spirit Halloween website, Bloody Bag of Jokes stock photos and stock video have been uploaded to Spirit's site for us to take a peek at. So while he has not been officially listed up for sale yet, we can get a glimpse of his brand new stock photos and his brand new stock video that was filmed in Penhurst Asylum. Now, before I even start this video, don't go down in the comments, don't put a dislike, don't message me on Instagram. No, this is not a leak. Although Bloody Bag of Jokes has not officially released yet, his photos have been uploaded to the website along with his video, and it's basically, it's all over. We have gotten, it's fine to be able to share it. The Spirit Halloween Wiki has shared it around. A bunch of big haunters, like mainstream haunters on Instagram, have shared it around. So, totally fine. I got the clear. We're good to share this around, so don't dislike it. Go share it if you'd like, if you want. No problem about this. This is not a leak. That being said, like I said, 3 days ago, Lil Nester came back onto the website, and there was much kind of mystery and much kind of prediction onto when Bloody Bag of Jokes would be returning. Well, here we are, just 3 days later, and his photos have arrived, most likely hinting that we'll see his actual publicly release and purchase, like, probably within the next couple of days. Probably not tonight. At the time of recording, only his stock photos and stock video were up, and he is still sold out. You still can't buy him. I heavily doubt that's going to happen tonight. I'm filming this on the 8th, but enough talking. I don't know when he's going to be officially released, probably tomorrow or the next day, but today we can take a look at his stock photos, so let's do that. As you can see, these are the brand new stock photos for Bloody Bag of Jokes, the 2021/2022 model. Again, not really sure what to call it, the same thing that happened with Lil Nester. I don't really know whether to call him 2022 or 2021, because he's not going to be in stores, but it's sort of the end of the 2021 season. I don't know. Let me know what you want to think, how you want to call it. Either way, his brand new stock photos have arrived, and as we can see, just like we saw in the Graveyard Shift trailer, Bloody Bag of Jokes is identical, or almost identical, if not identical, to the original model of the 2013 Bloody Bag of Jokes that was featured in the Clown Train ISE. Now, I have a lot to say about this new version of Bloody Bag of Jokes, and unfortunately, it's not all good things like it was about Lil Nester. There's definitely some things that I think are not great about this new Bloody Bag of Jokes model, so I guess without further ado, let's get right into it. So, even though Bloody Bag of Jokes is not available for purchase right now, we have access to his price, which is $179.99, $180 United States dollars, and of course, he will be online only. It will not be featured in stores for the 2022 season. He's just an online only, similar to what they're doing for Lil Nester. So, Bloody Bag of Jokes features the exact same audio and same phrases that he did on the 2013 model. No voice change, no voice actor difference, nothing. The same exact audio and almost the same exact look, which is what I'm going to get into right now. First of all, I'm not a huge fan of what they've done with the look of Bloody Bag of Jokes. Now, on first glance, you're going to say, yeah, this looks identical. If not, it is the same sculpt, the same design as the original 2013 model of Bloody Bag of Jokes. Taking a closer look, you realize, no, that is not true. This is actually very different than what the original model looked like. First, taking a look at the back of the head, this thing aggravates me so much when I saw it for the first time, and I have to talk about it now. The back of the head of Bloody Bag of Jokes, I think, got absolutely butchered from YJ. Not even gonna lie about it, I don't think it looks good at all. If you take a look at the back of the head and the back of the body on the original model, looks pretty realistic. It kind of fits well with what the front of it looks like. Now, taking a look at the back of the head on the 2021/2022 model, it's all one skin color. Like, there's no differentiation in, like, the shadow, in the paint job, nothing. It's the same kind of tone in the entire back of the head. Now, I think it looks really plasticky. I don't think the skin color looks that good. I don't think it matches with the front of the head. I'm just not a fan at all of what they've done with the back of the head. It looks way cheaper than the original model looked like. In my opinion, it doesn't look nearly as painted well. And I don't know, for some reason on this one, I guess it's because of the way it's painted, the neck doesn't really look nearly as good to me as it did on the original. Now, again, I understand this is the same sculpt, but the color of it is different, and I just not a fan at all with what they've done with the back of the head. I think it looks really, really strange. Not doing it for me. I think the 2013 model looks a lot better from the back view than the 2021 model does. Keeping the kind of discussion about the back of Bloody Bag of Jokes, and I've seen some other people mention this, and I completely agree with it. The lack of blood on the back of the body bag is also just not doing it for me. It's weirding me out. I think it looks way too clean on the back of his outfit. Now, I understand the original model also featured this, but I feel like if YJ and Spirit were going to bring Bloody Bag of Jokes this year, why didn't they just put blood on the back? It would have looked so much better. I probably would have said how much I love this model more than the original that I actually own. But no, they're still exactly the same what they did with the original. It's just one flat color. It's bloody on the front, clean on the back. Don't understand it, and it just... With this combined with the weird painting on the back of the head, I really don't enjoy the back of Bloody Bag of Jokes this year, and I think it's really making me not like the whole animatronic overall. But that's enough of the negative talk. Let's talk about the things I do like about it. Looking at the front view, honestly, in my opinion, it seems to me that they sort of have done the blood on the front differently than it is in the original. That might be just because of how they've done the stock photos and kind of the lighting and the retouching. But from these stock photos, it looks to me like the blood in the body was painted a little bit more realistically and a little bit better. It seems to be the blood is like a little more realistic color and more kind of depth to it than the original features. It also seems like more blood, because actually just turning around and look at my original model from 2013, on the left side of the body, or I guess it would be his right side, there's definitely more blood on it than there is on the original. 100% definitely. So I like that. I think for the front, it actually looks a lot better than the original did. And also just looking at my original model, definitely the blood is different on the new one than it is. There's more blood on the new one than there is in the original, which I always like to see. I think it fits him really well, because that's the kind of the bit, is that he's in a body bag. He would be bloody because he's hanging from the ceiling. So I like that they've added more blood than the original featured. The face, at least from the stock photos, looks identical, like seriously identical to the original one. Like I said, the actual skin color seems to be much darker than it did on the original model. But I mean, other than that, I mean, the blood and like the clown makeup and the hair looks exactly the same. It's going to be foam, just like the original was. He has yellow LED eyes, just like the original did. The blood pattern that's kind of dripping down his face, identical to the original, like to the marks. It's exactly the same. So the face is basically identical to what the original was. Now the one thing I'm noticing now, they don't feature the hook that you hang him with in the stock photos. Now I know one of my biggest problems with the original model of Bloody Bag of Jokes that I own, I love him, and I think he's an awesome prop in my collection, but there's one thing I really don't enjoy about him, is that there's a decent amount of space from the end of the body bag to the hook, and there's this weird black, like, material that you have to look at where the hook comes out of. You don't see that in the stock photos. So my question is, either they fix that for the new model, which would be fantastic, because it looks really ugly on the original model, and I hate it, because you can see this big black, like, foam material all the way at the top where you hang them, or they just cropped it out of the stock photo so you can't see it. Not really sure. You're going to have to wait till the first person gets them to really see that. So either they cut it out of the stock photo, which is what they did on the original, so don't bank on the fact that it's gone, because they did this on the original, and it's photo retouching magic, or it actually did get thrown out and made better. Honestly, I don't really believe that, though. I have a feeling it's going to be the same with that weird black material, but interesting to see that they cropped it down to the stock photo. Taking a look at the cinematic stock photo, which is the first one, and the actual video, really like the set that they've done with Bloody Bag of Jokes. Obviously, he was filmed at Penhurst Asylum, similar to all the other sneak peeks that we saw for the 2021 season. I think his room is really cool. They've got some skulls around there. They've got a body with blood. You have like a big kind of door with numbers on it, which is cool looking. I think it fits him really well. I like how that all looked. I think the lighting for it was really good, because it was sort of filmed in the dark, which I really like. The last thing I want to talk about for Bloody Bag of Jokes is his audio. Now, the audio that you hear in the video is obviously much higher quality than it was in the original 2013 video. However, it still doesn't seem like the most high quality. I don't know, maybe it wasn't back in 2013, the audio wasn't filmed at the highest possible quality that it could be. Now, we saw with Wacky Mole Clown, who came back this year, he had the same audio, but it was much higher quality than the original model. However, for Bloody Bag of Jokes, it seems like the audio still isn't the best that it could possibly be. So it might be a thing that back in 2013 when they recorded his audio, it wasn't filmed with the best microphone at YJ. Because, I don't know, for me, hearing the video, it's obviously much better than it was in the original 2013 model. And obviously it's dubbed audio, so it's not exactly what it's going to sound like. But even the dubbed audio doesn't sound the highest quality that it possibly could be. But that might be just me. Maybe it is high quality, and when you get the actual one, it will be really good. I'm not really sure. You're going to have to wait again until the first person gets him in to actually know that for sure. Again, Bloody Bag of Jokes is not released officially yet. Only his stock photos and stock video were uploaded. I assume that he'll be released within the next couple of days. Probably not tonight because it's kind of getting late already, and I doubt Spirit's going to do a late night release. So I would expect Bloody Bag of Jokes to either come out tomorrow or the next day, which would be the 9th or the 10th of November. Not really sure yet. Obviously, we have no confirmed date. If you want him, just keep an eye out, and you'll have to cross your fingers you're paying attention when he releases. But they'll probably have a good enough stock of him, so don't fear that he's going to be sold out. I will not be picking up Bloody Bag of Jokes. I have the original model. I did buy Lil Nester, but that's just because I really like the new model of Lil Nester. And like I said throughout multiple times in this video, not a huge fan of this new model of Bloody Bag of Jokes. He's not really doing it for me. I really like the new model of Lil Nester more than this new model of Bloody Bag of Jokes. So I'm not going to pick this one up. Also, because I have the original and I don't really want two of them. Even though I had two Wacky Mole Clowns, that's a different thing. He's my favorite of all time. Bloody Bag of Jokes, I don't need the new model. But either way, like I've mentioned, he's not my favorite of the season. I think he could have been a lot better than what YJ and Spirit did with him. But it's still cool to see him back from the clown train because that's one of my favorite ISCs of all time. And I think it's cool to see him back, and I'm happy for all the people who have always wanted him because this is your opportunity to pick him up. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to about my video discussing and reviewing these brand new stock photos and stock video for the Bloody Bag of Jokes 2021/2022 model from YJ and Spirit. Again, not a huge fan of it. I think they could have done some minor tweaks to make him better, such as the paint job on the head. But overall, it's still interesting to see him back, and I'm happy for the people who've always wanted to pick him up. Ladies and gentlemen, remember as always, for everything scary, I'm GMHaunts. I see you guys later for more Spirit Halloween 2022 videos. Goodbye.